Hello, welcome to snowy Kyoto. I'm wearing my pajama and as promised I'm back with a video where I'm going to share my result on the Russian exam that I took recently, the TORFL exam, Test of Russian as a Foreign Language. It's been 3 weeks since I took the exam. Around a week ago I received just a short note saying that I had passed the exam. So yeah, I passed the exam. And then just yesterday, last night, I received the actual certificate and then a document that describes in more detail my marks in the different sections. So just an overview of what I got in the different sections. The strongest one was the reading, 100%, no mistakes. Next was the listening, 93%. Next was the grammar and vocabulary section where I had 92%. Then was the speaking where I had 81%. And finally there was the writing where I had 66%. So my general thoughts, the sections where I had really high scores, I was expecting this because they felt easy and there were no, so to say, open answers. There was no space for production of language, be it oral or written. As for the speaking, I think 81% is really good for me. Usually I'm not that confident speaking in foreign languages, like I've said before on the channel. So I would have thought that speaking would be the lowest score, which it wasn't. It's a completely decent score, I think, which proves that my recent attempts to speak more have paid off. Especially if you watch my Russian videos with my wonderful teacher, Alfia, you can see that I do a lot of speaking practice. And I'm happy to see that it really improves my speaking skills. And I think not only in Russian, but in general. And finally, the writing section. Yeah, I'm not surprised that the score was lower compared to the other sections. To be completely honest, I had never written in Russian before. Only a little bit on the computer, but I had never actually handwritten in Russian. So I know there's some silly mistakes I've made. I could tell soon after I submitted the work. For example, I have written Adin with an E, not with an O, which is how it is in Bulgarian. Obviously a lot of interference, as Bulgarian is also a Slavic language. Also some little mistakes like, is this written like with E or with mjaki znak? So yeah, one of the writing tasks was like to summarize and quickly reflect on a text that I read, which I think was my strongest piece of writing, as lots of the things I actually said were already in the text. I just kind of retold them in other words. Ленинградский зоопарк появился в 1865 году в Петербурге. Его основали супруги София и Юлиус Gebgard, Galanti, живущие в России, and so on and so forth. Then the letter, I think it was much worse. Just telling my personal experiences about something, a concert and exhibition, for example. So overall, I'm happy to have passed. Based on my experience of taking the exam, I was pretty confident that I would. As a side note, I think I could have possibly passed the B2 exam, and now that I've passed B1, I don't think I will be going back to it in the near future, trying to pass B2, so maybe it's a bit of a shame, but it's not a big deal. So thank you for watching. If you have any questions, please share down in the comments, and if you like this kind of language content, please subscribe to Monoglossia. Bye bye!